team says, "Got tickets anymore. We're cutting your event. You're gone. You're still the best in the world, but there's no one coming behind you." Republicans need to be inspiring young people, indoctrinating young people. This is the fall left wing, enable young people towards values of personal responsibility, meritocracy, and liberty, and the foundation of this country. And all the bad stuff. When the right says, "Oh, it's bad the schools are indoctrinating kids," I'm like, actually, that would be good if it was like for American values, but it's not. It's well garbage.
I got this rolling down. Obviously, libertarian. The problem is the worst like policy that's ever passed in my lifetime has always had bipartisan support.
Well, but I'm not trying to make it seem like Republicans and Democrats. I don't like the Republican Party or the Democratic Party. You've got a handful of publics now, cohorting and populist, and so that's American values. If you believe in the Constitution, if you believe in individual rights, democracy,
I'm a libertarian American first populist candidate. That's what I'm telling everybody, and some libertarians don't like that I say that, but that's just because they don't understand what any of those words mean. Pretty much.
What does it mean?
Well, populist is just speaking to the outside of the ruling elite, right? This regime that that rules us, the academia and the the corporate news media, and the politicians speaking middle class and lower, right? Like.
Because feeling your best, you well within reach. Walgreens brand well-being product give you high quality at a lower price. Stock out and save your routine.
Hi! Need glasses? Get benefits at Fishworks! How can you see me squinting? I can't, I'm just telling everyone. Hey!
Use your vision benefits before they expire. VisionWorks.
Like these people that are everyday Americans that get up every morning and put on their work boots and go to work. That's what a populist message is to those people, not elite. And America first, here's the thing, like, libertarians are like, anti-border and you can't say America first, but it's like, you're running to govern Americans? How could you not be an American first? In fact, if we're going to be this anti-interventionist, right, like anti-war guys, then you have to be America first. That's one of the most important principles of that. We got to stop like meddling foreign interventions.
Yeah, it shouldn't be shameful to be America first if you're an American.
America first is a good if you're be a politician in America. And as a libertarian candidate, I may be the first guy that actually gets that, and that's that's just who I am.
Well, your chief rival in the presidential election, Duplessis, this story from the Post-Millennial, Trump would free Freedom for Online American Academy and make VA for it. He will and there will be no wokeness or jihad is allowed. I saw a lot of people cheering for this, but I'm going to be completely honest. It's just an idea. Sorry, it is. Let me do it for you.
In recent weeks, Americans have been horrified to see students and faculty at Harvard and other once respected universities expressing support for the savages and jihadists of Israel. We spend more money on higher education than any other country, and yet they're turning our students into communists and terrorists and sympathizers of many, many different dimensions. We can't let this happen. It's time to offer something dramatically different. I'm announcing today we have billions and billions of dollars to collect by taxing, fining, and suing excessively large private university endowments, and we will then use that to endow an institute called the Academy. Its mission will make truly world-class education available to every American, free of charge, and do it without adding a single dime federal debt. This institution will gather an entire universe of high-quality educational content covering the full spectrum of human knowledge and skills, and make that available to every American online for free. Whether you want lectures, or an indefinite or training in a skilled trade, the goal will be to deliver it and get it properly. Using study groups, mentor industry partnerships, and the education option for the people. It will be strictly non-political wokeness or jihadism allowed. None of that's going to be allowed. Most importantly, the American Academy will compete directly with costly four-year university system by granting students degree credentials that you and all federal taxes henceforth recognize. The Academy will award the full and complete equivalent of a bachelor's degree. In addition to help the 40 million Americans who have some college education but no degree, the American Academy will grant credit for past coursework at the institutions and give you the chance to complete your education at the American Academy for free and much more quickly now possible available. This will be a revolution in higher education and will provide life-changing opportunities for tens of millions of our citizens. Enjoy it, learn from it, and thank you.
Well, I just want to say real quick, the most important thing here is room tone, guys. When you're shooting these videos, you need to record about 30 seconds of what's called room tone silence so you can mask the judge. Anyway,
is it like GD but high school diploma?
And I think, look, I can respect the colleges are garbage. They're making kids in the program, not the solution.
This is the same delay when you were talking about the central dual currencies except with agents.
Exactly. Oh, government's open government college for you. Don't worry, Trump's about you. No way. And then some crackpot woke person will bang the gavel and it'll turn to woke you. Yeah. And then the government's funded. It can never die, never go. No.
He likes to say that everything will, but really it's everything government just turns to shit.
The government touches the woke.
He's saying, I want people to have opportunities to get, but why don't we just stop giving out student loans? I feel like that's the thing that I'm more interested in seeing, right?
Stop
I mean, there are
going
tons
to
of
college.
Stop subsidizing the whole system.
It doesn't make you choose that way. In fact, you can make college affordable.
I do love how he came out with his own version of free college for all, though. That's hilarious.
No.
And if he fails at president, we'll definitely see the ads on Facebook where he's like, give me your address and we'll send you an email. It's free.
Some countries was one of the biggest mistakes this society ever made.
Yes.
Because what happens now is young person says, I can get a loan to go to college. Most kids don't even know what the major's going to be. I don't know what major's going to be. Why are you going? So they go, think they're going to get a job. That kid, that 17-year-old, I say kid, they're 17 applying college, 18 to go to college. If they just went and got a job working at their like local handyman, local mechanic, engineer, like they do go for work, heating air conditioning, they learn real skills and they have a job. And they're getting older, or they can work these skills. And maybe, I don't know, like a great skill, then they could learn that have college trip. Instead, they just 4 years later go, oops.
You know what's a better idea than going to Trump's America school? It's just running for your local school board and changing the school district in your own locality. Literally, it's be just as easy. You can change everything.
If they never subsidized college, young people would have gone. So their time and learning. So what happens is, I read this great article. This is when I was a kid. They said you need an IQ of at least 110 to go to college. And the problem is subsidized universities is telling everyone of any capability to go to college. You end up people who are not bright enough, who can't understand material. I think we were talking about today, like college was supposed to be sad here and work like an individual. It's now it's like you're back.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, this is also different than the business system, right? Like in the equivalent in England, you are already studying. In America, we keep seeing everyone now they last until you college 18. That's your college. So when you're 20, you're still taking general classes instead of specializing in a skill. That anybody can say to colleges, name your price, and we will write a blank check, and we will force them to agree to take it. That's crazy. That also means no incentive just to say, hey, it's free. I mean, there are schools that will say, oh, we're moving our general ed criteria, so actually you can't graduate unless you take summer courses, which cost additional money, or you spend an extra year here. I mean, they're trying to make it possible. They don't care they're going into debt. While I was sitting here, my college called me a donation. This is just, you will always be a meal ticket. I think there are probably professors with things that they're interested in. They're genuinely interested in learning.
It's the administration.
Well, I know if not college, we have people who spend money buying tickets to lectures instead. Like right now, we trap all of learning in college when it doesn't have to be that way. And you can do all kinds of things. I mean, you can get for something that is. I don't know why we need American Academy, except for the fact that now they're saying you get the equivalency of a GED, but for your bachelor's. So you've gotten some college somewhere, but also to what end? If you've been able to find a good job after having left college, you then get a degree. Or I guess something to seem so elite and good. I don't really get what the benefit of this is.
I like that he said they would rush. You could rush through. So kids that are really smart want 10 hours to get a degree in a year.
You can do that job while you're in school. And I've known kids who graduate their degree during through their local community college. There are tons of ways to go through college faster. I think we don't have them because we don't this pipeline where you go into debt.
Yeah, but you're talking about things that don't need college. For things where you need to get a degree, like being a doctor, for instance, you're not going to do it online. You have to go and do